The more we get a larger understanding, the more we free our mind and we see the beauty of the universe.
You can find poetry in physics. That is, if you've ever read the man I went to this girls' school in South London to meet.
Black holes is a region where time slows down.
Carlo Rovelli is the author of the international bestseller 7 Brief Lessons on Physics. It's made him a global superstar. And at a moment in history he's described as anti-science, Professor Rovelli is making the grammar of the universe accessible to a new generation.
Our generation are very interested in science. I have so many friends who love physics, chemistry, biology, natural sciences. I really like that lecture. I think it was very inspirational.
And who are some of your role models going into science-based careers?
I'm not sure, but probably from today, Carlo. He seems like a really cool person, and I love the way that he's able to describe science in such an accessible way to everyone who's listening to him talk.
It was the American Army.
The young women here are passionate about grappling with the big questions of the universe. That begins with understanding how the little things work.
In here, there is, if you go small and small and small and small, there is plenty of stuff happening. There is a bubbling space, a sort of bubbling foam of jumping quanta that create space-time. Science is like eyes that open on things we usually don't see, and we see the beauty and the complexity of the world. And he traveled a lot.
The professor has these young women enthused, but physics at A-level has the second lowest percentage of female students. This gender gap presents a challenge.
I think it's just a matter of time. Somehow we're in a transition, right? I mean, the women weren't allowed at university until not long ago. So of course there's a transition in which even the most male-dominated environment will slowly change.
For Professor Rovelli, another question may be occupying the minds of the continent's scientists. How will Brexit affect the scientific community? Professor Rovelli had this warning.
Science is something which by nature is sees no borders and developed when we can go out from our local identities, because knowledge grows by mixing. This current drive toward recognize yourself in identity. I'm Italian, you know, you're British, and he's German, he's Chinese. That's, for me, is the wrong direction for the world, and it's extremely dangerous and damaging direction for the world.
I'd like to thank Professor Carlo Rovelli for his time.
That's today's lesson for our political leaders. After a lecture to make these GCSE and A-level students see a universe of possibilities.